Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. I have your weekly preview for the week of June 12th, 2023. Flower Child, new epic troop, Daughter of Yasmin. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Something to say here is that she is bugged right now. The devs are on holiday, so surprise, surprise, we have a bug. She is supposed to do a leaf storm when she casts, and currently she's doing a firestorm when she casts. So hopefully that's just a bug and not a typo, because if it's a typo, that means they meant to put firestorm, which would be stupid and not make this troop as good. But it's most likely a bug, and they just accidentally left a firestorm on instead of a leaf storm, which it's supposed to be. So if you're trying to use this troop right now, you can still use it because it converts red to green, which is good. It's empowered, so it's still usable, but once they fix it, it'll be even better. And like I said in my spoiler video, the new meta for green teams. The Forest Daughter, experience a new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. Go hit like on the world event team video out right now. 3 teams, high, mid, low, for the world event, the Forest Daughter. If we get to 105 likes by Thursday at reset, I will do a medal video. You know, first Mythics to medal, or ultimate medal guide, or medal farming, or first 10 troops to medal. Whatever you guys want, put it in the comments. No one's really said yet. I've had like one person say they want the first Mythics to medal, and another person say first troops to medal. So let me know what you want to see on Thursday if we get to 105 likes on the World Event Team video. Ravatar Skull, the campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. Also, this bug, shout out to Brat Pack for bringing it to my attention. Really appreciate it. Week of Elves, all elves gain 10% to their skills. Week of Elementals, all elementals gain 10% to their skills. Bonus trait stones, use the Daughter of Yasmin in PvP to get a bonus trait stone. Alright, let's go check out that Soulforge. The sexy Soulforge. You'll see here in a second why it's sexy. IRONHAWK. The sexy Soulforge, baby. Alright, so IRONHAWK, the best troop in the game. I don't think anybody disagrees. Best for the Vault event, best for Merchants and Angels, fastest team in the game. It's that third trait, artillery support, that does it. Explore 1. You do Dust Devil, IRONHAWK, Sister Superior. With 2 IRONHAWKs and the Dust Devil and the Sister Superior, you can do 20-25 damage, clear Explore 1 in 1 without the enemy getting any turns. It's super fast. It's really good for when you're farming the Vault event, or you're looking for Merchants and Angels in Explore 1. So, must have, S tier, best Mythic in the game, number 1. It's the best. So you gotta get it. You gotta get it. If you don't have it, you gotta get it. You really want 2 of them or 3 of them. But if you can only get 1, just get it, because, you know, you're investing in your future. It's the best Mythic in the game. There's really not any teams for 1 IRONHAWK unless you're doing some convoluted thing where you might as well do Rowan or Moon Mage. But you get to invest in your future. Just buy it no matter what. So what else do we have? I knew we had IRONHAWK because somebody told me. We got Famine. Shabana Vespera. Kurandara is still here if you don't have it. And the Elder Dragon. I have none of this, so I need to craft it. This was a pay-to-win troop, or I think it came through the campaign, one of the campaigns when the Curse Gem was introduced, maybe. So I needed that one, because I didn't buy the campaign, because I've never bought anything in this game. So now I have it. 1 less troop that I need, and I don't need very many, so that's really cool for me. It's probably the second best troop here. Kurandara would be your second craft, though, if you don't have it, because it's so cheap. It's a good troop. It's probably like a B tier, in my opinion, and it's only 1,000, and everything's split in half. The souls, or in a quarter. The souls, the celestial trait stones, the diamonds, everything. So it's 75% off, and it's a really good time to grab this if you already have 2 or 3 IRONHAWKs. I would get your 3rd IRONHAWK first before you get Kurandara, but Kurandara is good enough to get when it's on sale so steeply. The third Ironhawk would be for when you are looking for verses. You do double Ironhawk during the Gnomapaloozas because the gnomes get a little bit higher durability. So you'll need the 25 damage with the 2 Ironhawks. But if you do 3 Ironhawks, you can do that in certain kingdoms during Explorer 1 when you're searching for verses. So it'd be Dust Devil and 3 Ironhawks. And with that, you can do 20 damage, which is enough to clear, like, Wild Plains, I think Draxum, Cinemirage, and maybe one other, but, yeah. So 3 Ironhawks is good as well. So you want 2 or 3, but if you can only get 1, it's just get it. Invest in your future. Kurandara would be your second craft this week, just because it's so cheap. And then the Elder Dragon would be the next one. 26 purple, green, brown, Karakoth Daemon Dragon. Deal damage to all enemies. Create 9 cursed gems, boosted by cursed enemies. Eliminate 3 magic from all enemies matching 4 or more gems. Start battles with a Madness Storm. So, it's okay. I think that one's decent. And then we have Shabana Vespera and Famine. Those are really close. What do you guys think between Shabana Vespera and Famine? They're both useful every once in a while. They're both probably C tier, in my opinion. I'm going to go with Famine. 24 yellow, green, brown, Apocalypse, Daemon, Mystic. I don't know. It's Apocalypse, though. At least this... If there's a tiebreaker, I then consider the Kingdom and the Kingdom Power. So let's scratch that. Go with Shabana Vespera if you're choosing between the 2 worst Mythics in the Soulforge, Shabana Vespera and Famine, just because it actually contributes to a Kingdom level and power. 26 blue, purple, yellow, Drifting Sands, Elemental Mystic. Give 21 to a random skill on an ally. Create 9 gems of their mana color, then repeat 2 more times for random allies. 30% chance to summon a Jinn when matching 4 or more gems. Not something I like to use, but there are some people out there that like it. It's a really average Mythic in my opinion. It's similar to Dao, except for the better version of Dao. Dao kind of takes away skills from the enemy or something, and she gives skills to your team. It's always better to be offensive than defensive. Famine's last. 24 yellow, green, brown, Apocalypse, Daemon, Mystic. Drain mana from all enemies. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by mana drained. That's good if you can get it like as your first Mythic ever and then build a team around it and you just win because you can drain mana from all enemies. And yeah, it's okay. It was one of my first Mythics, but it was also one of the first Mythics ever in the game, so it's kind of dated. It's still the best Apocalypse troop, though. Alright, let's take a look at Legendaries. Scroll... No. Dummy. Ulf Harrigan. Abragonia. Dark Monolith. And Imp of Love. We have some weird legendaries this week. It's got to be either Abragonia or Ulf Harrigan. He does true damage to 3 random enemies. If an enemy is wounded, deal 10 extra damage, then summon Ulf's mascot. He might be the best one here. True damage to multiple enemies. Abragonia is probably second. Deal damage to all enemies and inflict bleed on them. Bleed a random enemy when matching green gems. Third would be... probably... I don't know, Imp of Love. I used to use this like so early in the game, way back in the day. Like before I even got a Mythic, I got this somehow. It's like my first legendary, and I tried to use it. It scattered damage and it charms. But I think Dark Monolith's probably better. 15 red, brown, Blighted Lands, Daemon Construct. Deal damage to the 2 weakest enemies. Deal double damage if I am damaged. Stone Skin. Then Imp of Love, 12 red, Primal Elemental. Deal scatter damage and charm a random enemy. If I am wounded, either bless all allies or give 3 magic to all allies. Gain 8 magic on red gem matches. They're pretty close between these two, but we're talking about the 2 worst, so no big deal. But yeah, Ironhawk, Ironhawk, Ironhawk. If you don't have any, craft it. If you only have 1, craft it. If you have 2 already, craft it. And if you already have 3 Ironhawks, get Enraged Kurandara. If you already have, Kurandara, sorry. If you already have 3 Ironhawks, Kurandara. If you already have both of those, then you would do the Elder Dragon. And if you already have all of that, Shabana Vespera. Famine brings up the rear. Alright, a notable thing here in the weapons is the Hammer of Nature. This was added in the most recent patch update. It's a new weapon for the beginning of the game. So you get 3 choices at the beginning of the game between like a blue weapon, a red weapon, and a green weapon. This is actually the best one. And if you didn't choose it, you can craft it right now. Or if you're like me and you're further in the game and you're not a beginner, you can also craft it right now. We'll get the other ones when their kingdom comes around. I think they're Broken Spire and maybe Glacial Peaks, something like that. But none of them are really good. But if you can craft, I think you get it at the very beginning of the game, like for free immediately. So it's decent right at Jump Street when you're level 1 or level 20. Like this would be a good weapon to use. I think it even has Entangle on its perks or its tempering, whatever you call it. Amethyst Band is okay. Explode green gems, grant a random status effect to all elf allies, and summon an elf troop. The Oaken Crown. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Forest of Thorns allies, and create a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Forest of Thorns ally. Notable. Elemental Bow. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by elemental allies, and create a mix of 6 blue and green gems for each elemental ally. Most of the time you're going to use a Boreal Crystal, or a Boreal Crystal if you're using something, a weapon for this type of team. But Elemental Bow is an old weapon that we used to use, and some people might still use. It does damage while a Boreal Crystal does not, so if you're looking for something that's going to do damage while mana generating, but I prefer a Boreal Crystal most of the time. That's pretty much the story of the Soulforge. Hammer of Nature, make sure you see if you need that or not. Elder Dragon, make sure you see if you need that or not. It's a pay troop that's now available in the Soulforge for the first time, I think. And then IRONHAWK is like the main story of the whole Soulforge. Make sure you get as many of those as you can, up to 3 of them, and at least 1 of them. Kurandara is still there as well. I wonder if since they're on vacation, if they screwed up and accidentally gave us the free stuff again. Guess not. I guess somebody would have told me. Never mind. That'd be funny. They did screw up the Glory Shop troop. So, anyway, let's go check out the world event. Like I said, I have a team video already. I have a scoring video already. If you get that team video to 105 likes, I'll do a medal video on Thursday. I'm going to do the class event video at reset no matter what, but if we get 105 likes by the time I post that video, then we will do a medal video also on Thursday. Just like we did last week with the top 20 Mythics. You guys got that team video to 100 likes last week, and I followed through with my promise. I made the top 20 Mythic list. The daughter of Yasmin was as close as we could get to directly talking to a god. Out of respect, we collected rare herbs to offer her upon our arrival. Defeat enemies in the Forest of Thorns and collect rare herbs. Got a spell damage medal, so you're going to want to hit all enemies with spell damage. And the order of operation, I have a video on it, but it's mostly rarity order. Rewards, always collect these before you fight. You need those tokens. The whole event is based around the medal. So you never want to do like skull damage when it's giving you so much extra spell damage. You never want to fight without collecting your rewards either. Or buying up to at least tier 2 or 3 in the shop. Shout out to Allie. DW Shasta. Okay, so that was the world event and the Soulforge. Let's check out the shop. Grab your Spoils of War every week. It's always worth it. Glory for event keys. Here's the daughter of Yasmin. She is bugged right now once again. Just remember that, but it should be fixed as soon as they get back from holiday. I would think. I would hope. I hope they don't wait a whole week to fix her. I hope it is a bug. I think it is. I'm like 99% sure it's just a bug that she's got a firestorm right now. But 12 yellow-green, Forest of Thorns Elemental Elf, convert red gems to green, conjure a Leaf Storm. She's doing a weird Leaf Storm right now, a red one. Empowered, start battles with full mana. So that is so awesome, because you can cast her immediately and conjure a Leaf Storm. So why it's so important to have a Leaf Storm is you're going to turn red into green, hopefully have alignment. You get an extra turn, then a bunch of green falls, and you probably get another extra turn, or at least more mana. And then going forward, you have green falling extra, because there's a Leaf Storm. And obviously your team's green if you're using this troop, so Leaf Storm is really good, especially right at the start of battle. It might as well be a trait the way she does it, with an empowered Leaf Storm. But make sure you buy up till you get it to Mythic if you're later in the game. And you're getting Arcane Light trait stones, which are like the least needed trait stone in the entire game, because we used to farm the Warrens faction, and that's the only faction in the game that gives you a trait stone reliably, and it was the Arcane Light trait stone. So I doubt you need them if you've been playing for a long time, but if you're a newer player, green and yellow trait stone, you can get those right now as you get the new troop. 2 per. So let's go check that out. Not chests. Let's go see what we can fully trait with the trait stone. You can buy as many of as you want in the Glory Shop. Alright, troops such as Aquaticus with that Tsunami, Arachnean Weaver with all those good traits, Urali with the Poison Gaze, King Bloodwood, which is on one of my World Event teams, Bloody Bowels, Queen Aurora with the Rainbow Link. Pretty unique trait. Does Quilt Zama have anything? 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die. That's pretty fun. Luna has the Explode a Random Gem when matching yellow gems. That's always nice. Holy Saint Astra. We're down into the legendaries where they 100% use this trait stone. So if you still need to fully trait Holy Saint Astra, make sure you do that this week. 50% human start for Tesla, who's a human, who just got a gigantic buff and is one of the best troops in the entire game. This is super important. It's almost as important as getting IRONHAWK from the Soulforge. Probably slightly less, but it's up there. If I was going to say all the most important things of the week, IRONHAWK is the most important. Fully trading your Holy Saint Astra, though, shout out to that, because of Tesla's recent gigantic buff. She was already awesome, and she got even better. And here is her 50% start. You're going to use Holy Saint Astra whenever you can with Tesla, so make sure you have her fully traded. You can do that right now by going to the Glory Shop, buying the trait stone. Give life and armor to all allies, create a light storm, and enchant all humans. But mostly the 50% human start. Forest Guardian, 50% start for beasts. That doesn't come around very often, but it's nice to have all the 50% starts. Tannenbaum has that deal triple skull damage versus entangled enemies. Urskula's your 50% start for Urska. Daughter of Yasmin, of course. If it's in the Glory Shop, it uses the trait stone. You got to get her fully traded. So make sure you have enough for her and Holy Saint Astra. Child of Summer was the other one. This is the one that it's based off of. Pretty much. Child of Summer came into the game and totally, bumped Taipan off the roster because she has the Conjure a Firestorm. Brown gems to red and starts empowered. So it's the same exact thing except for red. But the cool part is she uses green, so she can loop back into herself. That's another thing I didn't say earlier. With the Leaf Storm and the red to green, she can loop back into herself and do it again. So you want to have both of those fully traded. Child of Summer mostly used with like Yao Gui, Queen Titania. Daughter of Yasmin mostly going to be used with like Rowan or Gob Truffle or something like that. Anything else? Just off the top of my head here. 50% start, 20% dodge. So I might not call out every single thing. I'm just giving you the cliff notes. Sister Superior, important. Empowered. It's for your IRONHAWK team. IRONHAWK is in the Soulforge. Here's the troop you use with him. So that's pretty important trait stone. I just feel like most people have a ton of them from doing the Warrens before City of Thieves came into the game. And but yeah, if you started in the last year or two, you might need more of these trait stones to fully trait some of the troops I just called out. Arachnean Weaver. is a really good one. Holy Saint Astra, Child of Summer, Daughter of Yasmin, Sister Superior. Alright, Forest of Thorns, event key drop table this week. Let's check that out. Forest of Thorns. Base rarity. Show all. Alright, so the Mythics would be King Bloodwood and Yasmin's Chosen. Neither one of those are like S-tier Mythics that you must have, or even A-tier Mythics. They're pretty far down there, like B at best. C, even, maybe. They're both pretty good, but they're not good enough to throw precious event keys for. King Averlorn is notable, though, if you don't have him. 50% start for Elves. Arachnean Weaver, Secra, very important troops. So if you don't have him, consider throwing a few hundred to try to get him, but don't go too crazy. If you also don't have Forest Troll, though, would give you another reason to throw event keys, because he is useful for, like, the King Gobtruffle team. And is also available through this event key this week. Rowan, it would be like you're a beginner, you don't have her fully ascended yet, you need more copies. You might throw a few hundred event keys to try to get her fully ascended. So Rowan, Forest Troll, King Averlorn, and the Mythics, if you're missing all of that, you might throw a few hundred just to give it a shot until you get Rowan fully ascended or Forest Troll or King Averlorn. Then you would just stop. I wouldn't go above like 500 event keys, no matter what you get, because you want to save them up for like Adana or like Zulkari or something like that. You don't want to use them here, because they're very precious. They're hard to come by. You want to stack up like 5,000 to make sure you get something, because it takes 3,000 to 5,000 to get a mythic that you're looking for through event keys. Trust me, I've tried many times. All right, what else is going on this week? All right, so today you're going to be doing your campaign. You're going to be doing your world event. Maybe the trials. We'll check the trials out here in a little bit. Tuesday, faction event is Primal Rift. I'll have a video for that at Reset on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have a pet. It's not this pet. It's the Yasmin's Petal. Yasmin's Petal, just like the Elder Dragon, was a paid troop. It was through, I think, Legends Reborn, though, not the campaign, where it was like the last one. It was for the Mythic. You had to buy it with money. So I think this is the first time it's been available on a Wednesday event, at least. So I'm going to grab that pet because I didn't get it. I'm totally free to play. So, yeah, shout out to that. It's like 3 things, really. Elder Dragon and the Soulforge, that weapon from the beginners, from the update in the Soulforge, and then the pet on Wednesday. So 3 things that's like their first time being available for like everybody. Thursday, Archer class, I like it. I think it's borderline top 5. I like the instant kill. I like all the traits it has. 50% start, that it's an elf. I think it's up there still. And then this weekend we have an arena event. Are you going to do it? I'm going to do it because I'm going to play on live stream, and I like playing arena. I like letting you guys choose my team and, picking the worst troops so I can see, for a challenge. So we'll do that on Saturday around, I think it's going to be about 10:30, 10:15 a.m. on Saturday. Arena, you guys pick the team, pick the worst troops, give me a challenge, because I'm the king of the arena. What a thing to be the king of, right? But arena does help you practice. It's like doing a million layups if you're trying to practice for basketball, or a million free throws, or taking batting practice for baseball, or whatever. It's a practice, and it's one of the only ways to get writs in the game reliably, but you don't get enough. The rewards suck. No one really plays that event, because if you're playing arena, you're probably already playing it each day. The event doesn't really give you too much extra worth doing it. So I would recommend getting at least the first set of writs if you want a goal. But most of us aren't going to do that. And if you're really going to go hard at arena and you kind of like it, try to get the second set of writs, because writs are really, really hard to come by. That's why your kingdom level, it's really, deeds, books, writs, they're not easy to come by. So when there's an event that gives them to you, you probably want to go get at least some of them. But yeah, I think that's everything going on this week. Did I forget anything? We just have the campaign, right? Let's see how easy this one is. Iron Vlasta, the leader of the bear cult, finally agreed to help us. He had felt the presence of this new god, but could only tell us that it wasn't a natural beast like a bear, more of a wild folk or fey creature. We set out for the Bright Forest, with a stop along the way at the Forest of Thorns. Dominator, so PvP, I don't mind that because it helps me to do PvP. You want to get to Tier 1 in PvP every week, because it gives you a bunch of glory keys, like 47 glory keys, and a bunch of other loot. So glory keys you really want to try to help you get mythics. They also give you gems, legendaries, epics, all that good stuff. So just, it's something you got to do. It's almost as annoying as Arena these days, but just slightly not as annoying. But just go do one trophy and use your best team. And go and get those freaking glory keys. 25 battles is almost enough to get to Tier 1. Yeah, I think it's really, really close. So make sure you get to Tier 1. 25 battles can do it some of the time, but if you don't get there, make sure you get there. Gold Digger, that's probably going to happen while you're doing the PvP. Same thing with Brawler. So just do the PvP and you'll get everything done here. Rewards. I guess the Skelly font. More copies of that. Bunch of keys here too, so while you're getting the PvP done and you're getting like 47 glory keys, you're going to get even more right here. So in total, what's that? 10 glory keys there, 15 at least. So you're going to get, what, like 62 glory keys for doing this? And you get a portrait as well. The stat is attack. Alright, epic trial time. I'm going to look at the adventure board. Ooh, look at that. Legendary gems. Another thing, and event keys. So pretty good adventure board here, especially these two. Legendary gems. Look at that. 100 gems. Then, you know, one event key. But another thing to mention that I haven't mentioned is, it's not this one. It's this one up here. I hope you guys collected this yesterday. The free one, you have to actually click it. It doesn't give it to you unless you click it. So, I don't know if you can still click it, like if you forgot to click it yesterday, but, give it a shot. I hope you clicked it yesterday, though. But if you didn't, make sure you pay attention this Sunday. It'll be Father's Day. Remember to come to Gems of War and click your free loot. It was 50 gems. So, might get like 100 total. Alright, Forest of Thorns, Trials. This is what makes my videos extra long. This video is already long, but hey, it's not for everyone. This is for my core centers out there, my choir. So, we'll do the epic trial battle in this video. I don't want to just explain it, I want to show it. Alright, so, we did this on Saturday during the live stream. We started messing with it, because I haven't done my challenges. I'm able to practice. And they already changed the team before we did our live stream, so we knew that they weren't going to change it again. So the order of operation here, Forest Troll, Earth Dreamer, Green Seer, King Averlorn, I think it starts this way, so just leave it the way it is. And there's a couple ways to do this. We figured out on the live stream that maybe a potential way to do this would be to cast Earth Dreamer a bunch of times onto Forest Troll. Earth Dreamer gives attack and life to the first ally, boosted by elementals, elves, and green allies. So if you cast that a bunch onto Forest Troll, it'll get a ton of attack and a ton of life. And it already has Bark Skin and Troll Regeneration and Inflict Entangle when doing skull damage. So going down the skull route with this trial, you would think you'd want to do King Averlorn and go all in on him and chip him down with AoE, right? But I think a safer, maybe even faster way would be to cast Earth Dreamer onto Forest Troll a bunch of times and kill him with skulls. You don't really have a way to create skulls, though, so you still want to cast King Averlorn. Like, it's definitely a you know, you want to use King Averlorn and Forest Troll skulls. But concentrate a decent amount on casting Earth Dreamer onto Forest Troll. And then whenever you get King Averlorn, of course, cast him. Maybe hold him if your Forest Troll's getting low on HP, so you can summon something in here. And And then green seer is a really good mana generator. So let's go do the battle. Let me make sure my medals are right, though, because I got stupid badges on. We go with seasons. I'm going to try the skull route. Honestly. Because I think it's going to be good for the higher levels of the trial. King Averlorn only hits for like 70 for me. You're going to have to cast him like at least more than 3 or 4 times. Probably. So I want to try the Forest Troll strat. Alright, so I'm looking for that Green Seer. Or the Earth Dreamer. Or Forest Troll, I don't know. We got a lot of good mana generation. I should have took the red extra turn, but hey, I got some skulls. That's fine. Let's not make that mistake again. Green Seer. 12 is almost enough. I think I'm going to go Earth Dreamer, or Green Seer on yellow. And then I'll have this too, which is free skulls. And then I'm going to do Earth Dreamer onto Forest Troll. Which is... Earth Dreamer just does it to first slot. You don't have to pick Forest Troll. And then here we go. I'm going to start using skulls. We got 13. We got skulls again. Okay, let's do this again. 195 attack. And they're entangled, so it's not like you're going to get backfired. I think it's pretty safe. And you have a summon. And you have King Averlorn helping. And you're giving Forest Troll life, who already has Bark Skin and Troll Regeneration. It's like the combination of the King Averlorn and the Forest Troll taking skulls. It's not just the King Averlorn, like I think a lot of people thought when they first saw the team. I thought that when I first saw the team. Until I started playing, actually trying it. I was like, man, it might be a good idea to cast that Earth Dreamer a bunch of times onto Forest Troll. Alright, here's skulls again. 193, and I entangled them. Earth Dreamer. King Averlorn. Skulls. Let's do it like this, though. Let's be smart, not take the obvious skulls. Let's do this. Get that Doom Skull. The only one thing you have to watch out for here is when you kill an enemy, they're not gonna. The next enemy's not gonna immediately be entangled. So make sure just to pay attention to that, because you might get backfired that way, like by killing the first enemy who is entangled, and then the second enemy steps up to the plate and hits you with skulls. Just gotta watch out for that. Kind of like one-shotting right now with skulls, I think. Let's go with this on red. So I want to get up King Averlorn too. Just got some free skulls. And let's do this. If we can get... Oh, here we go. Hey, come on now. What happened there? What happened? Somebody's going to tell me, but why did those skulls not hit? That was weird. Was it barriered? Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm just going to do this, because another thing this will do, give you a bunch of extra turns and maybe line up skulls for you. That was close. Alright, we got this, though. Here we go. Yeah, I think she had barrier when I was, like, tripping about it. Alright, we got our first Starry Twig Ant. Make sure to buy that. And always go and upgrade them as soon as you get them, because it helps you out a little bit with the event, with the trials, to upgrade those ASAP as soon as you get them. You don't want to wait until the final battle It's going to help you immediately in the very next battle, so make sure you do this right now. But yeah, that's the trials. I think a combo of boosting up your Forest Troll and taking skulls. Just watch for that entangle. Make sure you don't get backfired by the next troop that steps up. But the combo of Forest Troll, taking skulls, Earth Dreamer, cast it, cast it, cast it, cast it. Get that Forest Troll a bunch of attack and life. And then the King Averlorn is there to help. He's not the main damage dealer. He's there to help. So that'd be my advice. Let me know how it goes. Put it in the comments if you beat it. Make sure to go like that World Event Team video. And I'll see y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe so you're joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. Peace.